Boston, please welcome Rosie O'Donnell.
Back here in Boston, where I went to college, where I started doing stand-up comedy. So nice to be back. I haven't done stand-up in a while. I had sort of a lucky run in the film industry, much to my surprise. Sort of shocking. The whole reason that I have a career at all in the movie industry is because I can play baseball. I was the only actress in Hollywood who could throw from third to first. It was a great movie to do, it really was, and it was a lot of fun because before we got to audition for the movie, we had to play baseball. It was very intimidating because there were all these movie stars there. It's like Demi Moore, Julia Roberts, Winona Ryder. They're all trying to play ball. They got the mitt on the wrong hand. I'm at home plate spitting tobacco and hitting home runs, you know? What are you gonna do? Julia Roberts actually came over to me. You know, she had seen me hit, and she goes, you know, it's my turn to bat next. Do you have any advice? I'm like, well, yeah. You might want to try holding the thin end of the bat. Good luck out there, pretty woman. Nice to meet you. Get out of my movie, bitch. It was so much fun. I was very nervous because I had to meet Penny Marshall, Laverne, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hanson, Incorporated. I was so nervous. You know, I'm in the little waiting area thinking, don't call a Laverne, don't call a Laverne, don't call a Laverne. She comes out, hi, I'm Penny. I go, hi, I'm Laverne. Fuck! Luckily, she thought I was kidding. She laughed. So I went in audition. She said to me, okay, Rosie, you're going to play Doris. Tomorrow, Madonna's going to come in. She likes you, likes me, she'll do the movie. Try to be funny, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. I had diarrhea for 12 hours. I thought, what could I possibly say to Madonna? How do you connect to her? How do you make a bond with... I said, hello, I have a vibrator. She said, Panasonic? I said, no, Black & Decker. We were like this. I actually ended up being in the film a lot more than I was supposed to. You know, it was a tiny part. It ended up a much bigger part. Not because I'm a great actress, because I was from New York City, and I was the only one who could understand Penny. All the women in the movie, we'd be in the dugout waiting for her. She'd come over. Okay, I need somebody to go over to third base or do something there with a bat or whatever. You know, pick it up, baby, the ball, gonna film me something now. Who wants a volunteer to do that little scene there at the base or the bottle water? I'll do it, Penny. Rosie again, all the time. Don't you girls want to be in the movie? I had the pleasure of working with her older brother, a guy I just think is the greatest guy in the world, Gary Marshall, on my least successful film, a movie called Exit to Eden. Oh, don't clap. You didn't see that movie. 9 people saw that movie. 6 in my immediate family. It was the first time I did a movie that really got ripped by the critics. You know, that Siskel and Egbert, whatever his name is? Eggman. Siskel kind of liked it, but that other guy, fat prick, I hope his balls explode. I hope he doesn't take that wrong. I have one thing to say to you. Thumbs down. But it was a great movie. Gary called me up. I mean, it wasn't a great movie, but it was a great experience. Gary called me on the phone and he said to me they had offered the role to Sharon Stone. She said no, so they were offering it to me. Can you imagine that meeting? Can't get Sharon Stone? Let's get Rosie O'Donnell. Can't get Tom Cruise? Let's get Gilligan. I mean, how does that work, you know? And she's a piece of work, that Sharon Stone, isn't she? Shows her crotch to all of America on Basic Instinct. A lot of people, you know, were offended by that. I didn't care that she showed herself. I cared that she lied about it. Did you see her on the Barbara Walters interview? Barbara, I had no idea that they were actually filming me down there. And when I saw the movie, I was startled and actually a little betrayed. Because, as I say, I had no idea that they were filming me down there. When you do a movie, there are 95 people around. There's no way that she didn't know. You know, there was a guy with a tape measure going, "You're going to have to tilt up a little bit, Sharon. Can we get a pillow under her ass here, please? Hair and makeup, the left lip's a little dark." I had no idea that they were shooting me down there. Hell, if you want to be naked in public, do it, don't apologize. Because let's face it, if I had a body like Sharon Stone, I'd be butt naked every day in the frozen food section of A&P. Who am I kidding? I'd be going, "I need more fish sticks." Though I don't know if I would do it really, because I think that's all people think about. You know why I think that? I met Harvey Keitel last month on an airplane. He came over, introduced himself, he's talking to me. The whole time I'm thinking, "I saw your penis, yeah, I saw your penis in the piano and the bed lieutenant. 2 times saw your penis, 2 times saw your penis." He's talking, I'm humming. He's like, "What song is that, Rob? You don't know it, Harvey." "I saw your penis." I don't know. It was a great movie to do, Exit to Eden. One of the best reasons was I met Iman, supermodel. Not only the most beautiful woman I've ever met in my life, but the most intelligent. She speaks 7 languages, she's articulate, she's really regal, she's a very classy lady. I was nervous when the makeup trailer, had never spoken to her. Makeup guy says, "Iman, I just saw David Bowie outside, and he looks just as good now as he did in 1975. And she turns slowly and says, "He's with me now, darling, he looks better." I thought, you know, we're going to be friends, okay? So then the makeup artist said to me, "Oh, Rosie O'Donnell, man, hey, you know Madonna?" And although I hadn't spoken to her, I said, "Yeah, but more importantly, I know Iman." And she turns and says, "That's all you need to know." We were like this! We had a fist fight scene in the movie. I was very concerned that I would hurt her, you know? So I told her, "Don't worry, Iman, I'll take the fall. I won't throw any punch. You're not going to get..." "Don't tell me what to do, Rosie. I know how to do the fight. Don't tell me. No, 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 no." She kicked my ass. I had a fat lip, a bloody nose, and 2 stitches in my head. I couldn't shoot for 5 days. My friends saw me. They're like, "What the hell happened to you?" "Car accident." I couldn't admit that a supermodel kicked my ass. I had dreams that gangs of them were following me around New York City. Kate Moss, Christy Brinkley, Cindy Crawford, leather jackets. The anorexics gonna have their way tonight. I dreamed they tied me up, gave me a makeover. Ooh. Ooh. It was funny, I had to do that movie and I knew that I would have to wear this scantily clad leather thing, you know. So I dieted down to a fairly thin 150. For me, it's pretty thin, believe it or not. It's the truth. So the movie was wrapped. 4 months later, Gary calls me on the phone and says, "Rosie, we showed the movie to a couple people. We're going to add some comedy. We're going to make it funnier. We want you and Danny Aykroyd to come back. We're going to shoot like 8 new scenes. We're going to cut it and no one will know." Like, Gary, I am back to my normal 172. There is no way that people... "Don't worry, no one will notice." Rent the movie. I knock on the door 150, I walk in the door 172, I walk out the door 150. At the premiere, people were like, "Did you see that, honey? What the hell was that?" Wah, 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 wah. It was scary. I've been on every diet in the world. You know, I'm a yo-yo diet. I go up and down. It's very sad. I've been on the Slim Fast. You know this? Yeah, for breakfast you have a shake. And then for lunch you have a shake, that's right. And then for dinner you kill anyone in the room with food on their plate because you're starving by this point. But that condescending commercial, what do they say? They say, for dinner have a sensible meal. Oh, a sensible meal, never thought of that. Sensible meal. If I could have a sensible meal, I wouldn't need fucking Slim Fast to begin with. So rude. A sensible meal. Honey, put down the ding-dongs. Let's have some carrots. I never thought of that. That's sensible. A sensible meal, damn it. My favorite diet's the Richard Simmons Deal-A-Meal. Never been on the diet, but I love the commercial. You ever watch that show, 3 in the morning? You're sitting home, eating Doritos, drinking a Yoo-Hoo. There he is in his pink shorts, happy as can be. I'm Richard Simmons, and today we're going to go meet Jennifer, who lost 140 pounds. Jennifer! Surprise! Richard Simmons! Richard, before I was on the Deal-A-Meal program, I was 300 pounds. I was sitting home, eating Doritos, drinking a Yoo-Hoo. I love you, Richard. I love you, Jennifer. I'm at home going, I love both of you. Weight Watchers, a lot of people have been on that, right? Yeah. Remember Lynn Redgrave for Weight Watchers? This is living. Lying sack of shit. I'm gonna kick her ass if I ever meet her. You ever see her? If you're hungry and don't have ice cream or anything like that, simply have a lovely German chocolate cake from Weight Watchers. It's fabulous. Simply pop it in the oven and pop it in your mouth and your food for the whole day. It's the size of a goddamn coin, all right? I'm surprised they can get icing on something so small. There must be a little Weight Watchers factory somewhere with Oompa Loompas working there. Oompa Loompa doobity-doo. I have some more cake for the fat you. Oh, it's horrifying. And it's only in the U.S., because I recently went to Mexico with my friend Jeannie, who's a model for the Ford agency, very tall, very pretty, very Barbie. Every Mexican guy was hitting on me. Sweetheart, mija, look at, how are you? Talk to me. Sweetheart, come over here, look at, what you need. I need you to shut the hell up, okay? I've been in your country 20 minutes, I'm a little confused. Why are you hitting on me and not my friend Jeannie? Between the two of you, there's no contest. Bone is for the dog, meat is for the man. So I'm moving down there next month. Figured, what the hell, why fight fate? You know what I'm saying? And it's very hard to be famous and struggle with a weight problem. Because strangers will tell you to your face what they think. It's hard. It's really hard. I was in Baskin-Robbins a couple months ago. You know, just looking. Okay, shut up. Anyway, I was there and this lady said to me, "Hey, are you Rosie O'Donnell?" I said, "Yes, I am." She said, "I didn't know you was pregnant." Truth. 20-year struggle with weight came down to that moment. I looked at her, I said, "Yes, 4.5 months." And you shouldn't lie, because then she kept asking me, "Oh yeah, what are you going to name it?" I go, "I don't know, either Ben or Jerry, I'm not sure." It's strange being famous, I tell you, because you do the same things that you used to do, you don't feel any different, but everyone thinks you're different. You do normal things, and people are shocked. Every time I go to McDonald's, somebody says, "What are you doing here?" Well, eating lunch. I don't know where people think I eat, the Caviar Palace. I'm sitting somewhere going, "Ha ha ha! More champagne and pate for me! Let them eat Big Macs! Ha ha ha!" It's not how it happens, trust me. The weirdest thing about fame is autographs. I don't mind giving an autograph to a child, you know why? If you're 9 years old and you see Betty Rubble at the mall, it's a pretty big deal. You're in school the next day, you're bragging. "That's right, I'll tell you guys one more time. My mom made me go to the mall. I didn't want to go. I was really mad. We were at the limited, then I saw her. She came out of the fitting room. Betty Rubble. She signed my notebook one time. 1, 2, 3, that's it. My autograph, Betty Rubble." If you're 35 years old and you want me to sign a napkin, you gotta get a fucking clue. What the hell hell are you going to do with my name on a napkin when you're an adult? And it's not that I mind the interaction. I like the interaction. When somebody comes over and talks to you, it's very complimentary. I was in Vegas last week. This guy was, "Hey, Rose, my name's Bob. I think you're really funny. I love your movie." "Thanks a lot, Bob. Nice to meet you, man. I appreciate that, all right? Take care of yourself." Wait. Give me an autograph." "Bob, I don't give autographs to adults, but thanks a lot, man, all right? Thanks a lot. I'll see you later." Hey, wait, it ain't for me. It's for my daughter." "Okay, what's her name?" "Bob!" And no matter how hard I try to explain it, no matter how humane I try to be, it usually ends up, "Yeah, you know what? You're a fucking bitch." What do you say to that? I usually go, "No cursing, Bob." It's odd, you know. I am Irish. My father is from Ireland. He's got a thick brogue. You're Irish, I could tell. You could sneak into one of my family reunions. He's got a thick brogue, and when I was a kid, my friend used to make fun of him. He never knew it. They'd call my house, he'd answer the phone. "Hello, who do you want to speak to?" And my friends would say, "Oh, he's after me Lucky Charms, a frost road cereal, sweet surprise." And he never knew he'd write it down. "Slow down, sweetheart, I'm trying to get it all. The frosted oat cereal." I'd come home, there'd be messages on the refrigerator. "Ro, Jackie called, said manly yes, but I like it too." I got older, he started to think this was a code. I'm like 15 years old, I come home, he's grilling me. "Your friend's called again, sweetheart. Lucky Charms, the Irish Spring. You're taking pot, aren't you? I'm figuring it out, the whole lot of you, a bunch of pot takers. You don't be taking the pot in my house." He was very concerned with that in my adolescence, that I was taking pot. I don't know where he thought I was taking it to, but the transportation of the marijuana was paramount in his mind. I bought him a phone answering machine for Christmas. He still hasn't figured out how to leave a message. He called my father's house. Ring, ring. "God damn it, Mary, how the hell Joe is a stupid piece of shit. Come over here, Lord, and see if you can help me with the boo." About once a year, when I know he's not home, I'll call his house. I'll leave a message. "Hi, this is the right number. This is Rosie. I'm looking for Don. I'm trying to buy some pot." Still doesn't get it. He calls me screaming, "Now I've got it on tape, you pot taker! Calling your pot dealer on my phone!" Pot taker. Sort of a strange childhood. My mom died when I was 10 years old. I'm the oldest girl. I have a younger sister and little brothers. It was kind of strange. I was 13. I got my period. I had to go discuss it with my father. Hard for a normal kid. Harder for me with my dad. I remember it. He was watching TV. I'm like, "Dad, we got to go to the store." "We're not going to the store, sweetheart. I'm watching the game, look." "Yeah, well, Dad, I got my friend." "Of course you can have your friends over, sweetheart. Go in the other room and play." "Dad, I have to go get some different harpoons. What the hell does a girl your age need with harpoons?" "Dad, I got my period." "Help it, Jesus, won't you say so, sweetheart?" Takes me down to the local supermarket, A&P. Every kid in my neighborhood was there, hanging out on the Saturday. I thought he'd be cool, you know, hide the product in his coat. Wrong, he's bragging to the neighbors. "How you doing, Bridget? Little Rosie got her period. Yeah, we're gonna get her some of these stay-free maxi pads. They've got a double adhesive, you know, Bridget. I'll be putting them on my hand and using them as a sponge." "We're gonna get her some of the harpoons. Can't figure out how to use them, Bridget." I think back now, I'm like, you know, maybe he was taking pot. Strange, awkward. A few weeks after this happened, I remember I came home. All my little brothers were upstairs in the bathroom around the tub. They were playing boats with the maxi pads. They were. They had those little green plastic army men on them. You know, the ones like this? Sean's on the sink, screams, "Air raid!" Throws in the tampons. My other brother's shooting them. My father's screaming, "Don't touch the harpoons, you It's funny now after 10 years of therapy. My sister has 2 children, 2 little girls, 6 and 3. I'm so in love with these kids, I can't even tell you. She thinks I spoil them, but I think that's my job. I'm the aunt. Katie had a friend over, Brian. They wrecked their room. They're 6 years old. They pulled off the Lion King sheets. They knocked over the books. They threw away the stuffed animals. They went nuts. My sister sends Brian home, gives Katie the speech. Mommy and Daddy give you a very nice room. You have a timeout, young lady. You think about this room and what you want to do about it, and then you come talk to me. She comes downstairs 20 minutes later crying. I need to use the phone. She speed dials me. Aunt Ro, this is Katie. I need you to buy me a new room. I hear my sister screaming, she will not buy you a new room. No, she will not. I'm on the phone going, yes, I will. I had him for a week recently. My sister and her husband went on vacation for the first time since they've been married. She said, you know, a whole week, can you handle the girls? I'm like, what are you kidding? The best aunt in the world. It's not going to be a problem. After 3 days, I was in a Barney-induced coma. I was not responsible for my actions. I was cheating at Candyland with a 6-year-old. That's right, Katie. Double green and double blue. The game is over. I freaked out. I lost my mind. I took him to Toys R Us every day because I didn't know what to do. And I didn't want to spoil them, so I picked out the toys. They have the same toys we had when we were a kid. I actually bought them the Easy Bake Oven. Remember the Easy Bake Oven? That was a great invention, wasn't it? Because a cupcake and a fucking light bulb. And the food is edible. They wonder why the cancer rates are so high with our generation. I'm pretty sure it's the Easy Bake Oven food. I mean, who thought of that, cooking food on a light bulb? It messed me up when I started to date. I'm like, you hungry? Yeah, it's up on a chandelier. Hey, can you hit the dimmer switch? I think it's burning up here. I bought him Twister. I opened the box. I got a whiff of that plastic sheet. It was a flashback to 1971. I was singing Bobby Sherman songs looking for my click-clacks. Easy come, easy go, oh, oh, oh. Obscure Bobby Sherman reference. That's a good game, Twister, if you're a kid. They tried to get me to play it. I can't play it. You have to be in shape. You have to be a limber little kid to play it, you know? Right hand blue, suck in and push. What a great view of my tush, it's Twister. If I practice every day, I can fuck myself this way, it's Twister. The hard game to play if you're 33. Trust me on that one. They have all the same stuff we had when we were kids. Once I saw the toys and stuff, it's like, started coming back to me. I was food shopping in the cereal aisle last month. For no apparent reason, I started singing, Honeycomb's big, yeah, yeah, yeah! It's not small, no, no, no! I didn't even know I knew that song. I ran into the cookie aisle thinking, I'm safe. I don't know any cookie. Oh, you never would believe where those Keebler cookies come from. They're baked by little elves in a hollow tree. Frozen food? Oh, poppin' fresh dough. Bake it up hot. Canned goods? Yum, yum, bumblebee, bumblebee, tuna. Candy? Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Peanut butter jars got nuts. Peanut butter mounds don't because. First aid, I am stuck on Band-Aid. Got Band-Aid stuck on me. I am stuck on Band-Aid. Got Band-Aid stuck on me. Got the hoodin' ting, the Band-Aid clinging soapy sud. That's useless shit stuck in my brain. I don't know why I know it. It's a waste. It's never going to be a category on Jeopardy. You're never going to hear, yeah, Alex, I'll take useless shit for 500, please. The answer is George Glass. Who is Jan's imaginary boyfriend? Now you see, so many people are getting that joke lately. We're the Brady kids, aren't we? Have you seen the movie, the Brady Bunch movie? You must. You must see it. If you're between 25 and 45, it's a requirement that you see this movie. I've seen it like 9 times. I go every Saturday to the first matinee. It's me and a bunch of 9-year-olds. I'm singing at the top of my lungs. I think I'll go for a walk outside now. The sun is calling my name. I hear it now. I just can't stay inside. They're like, shut up, lady! You're scaring us! I loved that show, The Brady Bunch. TV messed me up when I was a kid. I watched so much TV. It messed me up starting with Flipper. Remember Flipper? Little boy stuck in a boat, doesn't know what to do. Flipper, Flipper! I need a screwdriver! The dolphin comes by. Beep, beep, beep! Screwdriver. I'm in the 4th grade. We go on a school field trip. Little boat ride around Manhattan to see the Statue of Liberty. I'm looking like the class idiot. Flipper, Flipper! Everyone starts laughing at me, going, Rosie, you're such an idiot. You believe everything on TV. I said, oh, I do not! Dr. Bombay, emergency, come right away. What show is that? Bewitched, that's right. That show messed me up, too. Not the witchcraft, not the trickery. One year, they just changed Darren's. For months, I was walking up to my father going, Daddy, just checking. Actors change roles. They never explain this to children. Bill Bixby went from the courtship of Eddie's father to the Incredible Hulk. I never followed this. Every time I watched the Hulk, I expected a little Oriental woman to come out and go, Mr. Eddie's father? Why you big, lean, ugly massa now? For 500 points, what was her name? Mrs. Livingston, who said that? You get the points. Remember that? That was child rearing in the early 70s. They'd have a whole episode. Mr. Eddie's father? Can Eddie have cookie before dinner? Imagine that show today. Mr. Eddie's father? Eddie smoked a lot of crack before dinner. I watch too much TV, I admit it. My favorite show now? Rescue 911. Love that show. I had to make a deal with my sister that I wasn't allowed to watch it unless she called me first. Because you know what would happen? I live in LA, she lives in New York. 8:45, usually the best story's on. She's asleep. She's got 2 little kids. I call her house. There's a baby on the roof and I don't think they're going to be able to get her down. She's dead asleep. Where's the baby? Where are you? Where are you and the baby? Hold on, hold on. It was the goddamn show, you know? So now 6 o'clock, my time in LA, every Tuesday, the phone rings, it's her. Hi, okay, a man falls in the river, an alligator comes by, bites his leg below the knee, they reattach it at the hospital. A small child is in the kitchen. The babysitter spills hot soup on her left arm. They do a skin graft, she's perfectly fine, no scarring occurs. A man has a heart attack while driving his pickup truck. His German Shepherd jumps into the cabin and drives the man to the emergency room. It's a good show. Just finished doing a Broadway show for an entire year. I did Grease. Let me tell you, it was a childhood dream of mine. And childhood dreams ought to be dreamed and not lived. Not that I didn't have fun, but I had no idea what it would take to do the same thing every night of my life for a year. To do the same thing every night of my life for a year. To do the same thing every night. It was like living in the movie Groundhog Day. Without Andy McDowell to make it appealing. It was unbelievable. The crowds in New York were so rude. 3rd week I'm there, singing my solo, cellular phone in the front row. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. I figured he'd be embarrassed, turn it off, you know, and look humiliated. Wrong. How you doing, Vinny? Yeah, you're gonna have to talk up. I'm at Grease. No, not the country, you fucking mook. The show. Yeah, that Rosie McDonald bitch can't sing for shit. Let me tell you that right now. Broadway! There was a fist fight in the 4th row one evening. Literally a fist fight. Elderly couple in the 4th row. 4 Goombas from Queens in the 5th row. They were drunk and loud and obnoxious the whole first act. I could hear them. I saw the old people sort of shifting uncomfortably. Beginning of the second act, they turned nicely and asked them, could you please be quiet? To which the Goombas started to punch them in the head. They started to literally hit them and curse at them, and I'm having an anxiety attack now because you can't stop it. It's not like a stand-up comedy show where you can stop and talk. People are moving, the orchestra. I was like, oh my God, I danced off stage. Be right back. See you in a minute, Kaniki. And I told the stage manager, you gotta kick those people out. They just started a fight in the goddamn 4th row. We can't kick them out, Rosie. We don't know where they're sitting. They're sitting behind the bloody people. They wouldn't kick them out. I was so mad. I did the rest of the play, but I didn't even look at the other actors. I stared at these people. I was like, yeah, Kaniki, sure. I'll meet you at Zuko's house. At the end of the show, you know, we took our bows. I, like, cursed them out. I'm like, you are sick, man. You're sick to hit an old person in the head like that. You know that? You're out of your fucking mind. I should hit you in the head with a 2x4. And the audience started to clap because at this point, they had seen the cast of Cocoon pummeled before their very eyes. But the next day, in the New York Post, Rosie O'Donnell has a nervous breakdown on the set of Grease. Close family member says she's taking pot. You know who replaced me when I left Grease? Brooke Shields, that's right. Because when you think of comedy, you think of Brooke Shields. She's actually very good in it. I saw her in it. It's not a hard role. It's not like Shakespeare. It's Grease. If I could do it, she could do it. She did great. I feel bad for her. Her name's been Brooke Shields her whole life. That's a tough name to go through. Don't you think Brooke Shields sounds like a feminine protection product? Ladies having a heavy flow day? Try new Brooke Shields. With wings. I want to have kids. I do. I'm 33 years old. I think I'm going to adopt. Single woman in the 90s. One of my friends, you know what one of my friends just did? They did artificial insemination. That's a scary concept. You know why? I don't want to have coffee with a stranger, never mind have their child. Because apparently men go in and donate and get money, and then they fill out a form, you know? So you look through the book, and you pick the father by the form, you know? And they're all 6'4", blonde hair, blue eyes, athletic. I picture a troll with one eye going, where's my $50? I want my money! Loves literature, enjoys the ballet! It scared me. I had nightmares that I was in the delivery room and the doctor goes, Rosie, it's a gremlin. Fame is a weird thing. Get away with a lot. How about this O.J. Simpson? How guilty is that guy? He's not? Yeah, he is. It's pathetic. It seems unfair to me if you're rich, you get to have a $10 million defense team. You know, and we have to have Marcia Clark with her $40,000 a year. It's not fair. It's like Perry Mason against Scooby-Doo. She's up there, row. I mean, she's trying her best, but she's in over her head, you know? She badgers her own witnesses. Have you noticed that? So, Detective, you were the first police officer at the scene of the crime. Is that right? Thank you. So what you're saying, basically, is that as far as police personnel are concerned, you, in fact, were the first one to arrive there. Am I right? Okay, great. So just to clear it up, as far as cops are concerned and people who were there was just some dead people and you? Objection. I feel bad for her, you know? I cannot wait until the defense gets their shot. I can't wait to hear them explain away his blood at the crime scene on the wall, their blood on his socks. What are they going to say? Okay, well, one time OJ had a really bad root canal and it was a little bit bloody. And he went to pick up his kids, and right before he walked in the house, he spit. And so that's the socks. Okay, well, one time Nicole was at OJ's and she got her period. And they didn't have anything there, so OJ said, wait a minute, take my sock. So she took the sock and she put it there. And then she went home. And next, Ron Goldman came over to her house and he had a really bad bloody nose. And Nicole said, oh my God, I don't have any paper towels, but here, take the sock. And he took the sock and he used it. And then he threw them in the garbage. And then OJ came over and he said, oh my God, those are my socks. And he put them on, and that's how come he's totally innocent. We rest our case because he's the Hertz guy. Guilty. I just think he's guilty. I know. I think that there is no way in the world that that's how an innocent person acts. I don't care who you are. You're innocent. You've done nothing wrong. The cops show up at your house and say, we hate to tell you this, but a woman you used to be married to, the mother of your children, is dead, and you're a suspect. Innocent person says, what do you need? Take my fingerprints, take a hair sample, fuck, give me a pap smear. Didn't do it. Did not do it. You're not in the Bronco with $10,000, a passport, and a fake beard going, where's Mexico? Where's Mexico? Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! I want my mommy! I want my mommy! Guilty! Guilty! He's a guilty guy! And the cops messed up. I'm the first to admit that. As soon as they found the dead bodies, they should have called Angela Lansbury. Would have been over in 38 minutes, and I'd get to watch all my children uninterrupted once again. It's hard. It's really, I mean, it's so pathetic because, let's face it, if this was an episode of Murder, She Wrote, we'd be so bored. We'd be like, the football player did it. What else is on? But we're there every day watching Kato. He is pathetic. He is. You ever catch a little kid lying? They try to come up with answers. They try to listen real hard. They're like... Yes, my name is Kato. Yes, my name is Kato. Yes, we went to McDonald's. Yes, we went to McDonald's. Like he's scanning his forehead for the answers to possibly appear. Very credible. Not as credible as Rosa Lopez. I started Bronco at 10:45. Where's my money? It's pathetic. And they say there's probably going to be a hung jury. That means they got to do it all again. They got to find 12 people who have never seen or heard anything about the OJ trial. Who the hell are they going to get? Nell? It's the only one I can think of. Hell no. Chicky May May swaying the wind. Guy Angel. That was a realistic movie, huh? Jodie Foster alone in a cabin for 30 years. Liam Neeson shows up. How come when I'm home alone, a Jehovah's Witness shows up? A UPS guy with a coleslaw, Never Liam Neeson, trust me on this one. Chicky May May, OJ who? Hell now, Bell Swell. There's a chance, too, that he's going to get off, right? There's a chance he'll be acquitted. And I know 3 years from now I'm going to be at some big charity function sitting right next to him. Yeah, how you doing, OJ? Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. Listen, could I have the steak knife? Thanks a lot, buddy. Nice to have you here. He's not the only celebrity in trouble. Somebody who annoys me even more than O.J. Simpson, is that possible? Woody Allen. Can you believe the nerve of this guy? Showing up in public with his lover/daughter. Incest, Woody, it's a word, look it up. Pedophile, what a concept. Ever hear of it? People actually come over to me and say, Rosie, that's not fair. They were never legally married. And besides, it's the adopted daughter. Oh, right. I forgot that rule. You can adopt a baby, and when she turns 16, fuck her! That's the Woody Allen clause in all the adoption contracts. I'm sorry, Woody, you're right. I forgot about that. He had the nerve to say during this whole fiasco that Mia Farrow was the bitch. She was the bad guy in this. Mia Farrow has adopted 12 children from third world countries, some of whom are handicapped, none of whom she slept with, and she's the bitch? All right, Woody, she and Mother Teresa are up for cunt of the year, yep. She's the bitch. It's pathetic. I did it. Now I can finally relax. Every day my agent has been calling me for the last month going, please don't do that bit, Rosie. Please don't do that Woody Allen bit. People love him in Hollywood. It could hurt your career. Oh, yeah? So I won't be in Annie Hall 2. Eat me. Please. Slimy, bookworm-looking, child-molesting bastard. I don't want to work with that fuck anyway. And the crowd goes wild. I just got a new puppy. I now have 2. The cutest. I didn't want another one. What happened was I got him on the last day that I had my nieces. I figured I couldn't take him to Toys R Us 7 days in a row. So the last day I thought, we'll kill a couple hours at the pet store. There's a little baby girl puppy. Looks just like my puppy. They were playing with her an hour, 2 hours. It's time to go. I'm zipping up the 3-year-old's coat. She's crying. Like, what's the matter, Julianne? She's like, it's just that I already love her so much that it makes me so sad. And inside of my heart, I am very much hurting because I think that this puppy is the real little sister of your puppy. And we're leaving her in the cage and it looks like a jail. And she didn't do anything wrong. And I'm so sorry that we're not going to get to keep her because... And well, I love you more than I love Mommy and Daddy. Wrap it up! It's true. I'm a wuss. It's the cutest dog. I never had a dog. I never did. I had one when I was a little kid, but I never was really connected. And my friends who had dogs, I'd say, hey, let's go to a movie and dinner. They're like, I can't do both. The dog's at home. I'm like, you're such a loser. Such a loser acting like the dog is a person. Okay, get a grip on your life. It is a dog. D-O-G, dog. Treat it like it's a goddamn human being. You got, shh. You should see me. Where's my pupper whooper? Where's my boy? Come here, pupper whooper. Mommy loves you, pupper. Mommy loves the pupper whooper. I love you, pupper. It's sickening. I'm so connected to this dog. I took it on a flight when he was 10 weeks old. I had to go to L.A. and I took him on a flight with me, and I wouldn't put him in the cage because he's only 2 pounds. You know, he's a long-haired Chihuahua. And they're cute. They're really cute. People think they're not cute. Last night I had these psycho girls going, it's a mouse dog. It's a mouse dog. I kick them in the teeth. But no, it's the cutest dog in the world. It is. And it's so little, so I took it on the flight with me. And we're up there, and apparently, if you have a dog under 15 pounds, you can take it in the cabin with you as long as you have the appropriate carry-on bag. So, I take Pupper, he's in his bag, I'm like, Pupper, Whooper, don't be scared, don't be scared, Mommy loves you, this is the airplane, Pupper, Whooper, we're going to California, Pupper, Whooper, Pupper, Whooper, Pupper. Christy, the flight attendant from hell, comes by. What do you got in that bag? You got a dog in that bag? Let me tell you one thing, keep the dog in the bag, bag, dog, bag, bag, dog. Yes, Christy, I'm aware of the regulations, okay? I will keep the dog in the bag. We got up to 35,000 feet. I took him out of the bag. Because he's 2 pounds. He was a puppy. He was scared. I put him in my shirt. You couldn't even see him. Christy comes by, has an aneurysm. Is that dog out of the bag? You have that dog out of the bag, don't you? We're going to land this plane. We're going to land this plane. Emergency landing. I'm like, they're going to land the plane? Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare for an emergency landing. There is a 2-pound puppy out in first class. I couldn't believe it. She's screaming at me. So I took Pupper. I went into the bathroom, locked the door, and stayed there for the 4.5-hour flight to L.A. I did. She kept knocking on the door. Are you in there? Are you in there with the dog? Yeah, and he's out of the bag. I swear to God, as we landed in the L.A. smog, I saw her ride by the window on a bicycle. Anyway, I took it with me to Savannah. I was recently in Savannah, Georgia. Just filmed a movie there with Demi Moore, Melanie Griffith, and Rita Wilson. It was quite an experience. I was there for about 3 months on the whole. And, Hi. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Quick, give me the phone. Give me the phone. What's your name? Ron, who's on the phone? Your wife, Karen? Hello? I can't hear you, what? Yeah, Karen, right? Oh, he didn't tell you about me? Oh, yeah, I've been seeing Ron for about 4 months now. Betty. Rubble. No, it is. I swear to God. I already did it. Yeah. Why aren't you here with them? Oh, really? Hold on a second. You didn't invite her? Who are you here with? Just a friend? Does your wife know her? A Jerry Springer episode come to life. All right, Karen, listen, I'm turning off the power. Call him back in like 9 minutes. I'm done. I'm hanging up now. Yes. Goodbye, Karen. Thanks a lot, man. I didn't want to say anything mean because I didn't want that whole thing to happen like Jenny Jones. Remember that? That was the worst thing I could ever hear in my life. It was so horrifying to me. It really was. This guy has a crush on another guy, and they don't tell him. So the straight guy is so humiliated, so horrified at possibly being perceived as a homosexual that he murders the gay man. There's something wrong with this country that you'd rather be a murderer than perceived as gay. I really think there is. Because let's face it. If somebody has a crush on you, if somebody wants to have a relationship with you, thinks you're great, and you're not interested, simply say no. Go home, feel a little better about yourself, turn on the Black & Decker and sing. I'm too sexy for myself. Too sexy for myself. So sexy at her. I didn't finish Melanie Griffith, did I? All right, let me finish Melanie Griffith first. I met Melanie Griffith, and I never met her before, and I heard her speak. I was shocked. She sounds like Minnie Mouse on helium. And she likes to say fuck a lot. First day I saw her, she's outside of her trailer going, I can't believe this! I can't believe it! How goddamn long do I have to wait for a hot fucking dog? Now what surprised me was not the fact that she said fucking, but where she put it. Most people use it as an adjective. I'd like a fucking hot dog. She broke up the noun. I'd like a hot fucking dog. I couldn't believe it. Demi came in, tried to calm her down. Hey, I'm real sorry, Melanie. Sorry about the hot dog. Can I get you a cappuccino? I don't want a cup of fucking chino, Demi! I want a hot fucking dog! It was hysterical. They're very rich women, you know, Rita Wilson, Melanie Griffith, and Demi Moore. They're married to Bruce Willis, Tom Hanks, and Don Johnson. They got a lot of money. First week we were sitting around waiting for the shot, and Demi actually said, you know, Bruce is planning on getting me a 20-carat diamond ring for my anniversary. And we're thinking of where to go. And Rita jumps right in. Oh, for over 20 carats, you have to go to Jackie Ellard in L.A. at 310-964-8201. To which Melanie says, wait, are you out of your mind? If you want over 20 carats, you have to go to Jeannie Davis in New York. 202-941-804 fucking 2. Couldn't believe it. They knew off the top of their head where to get a 20-carat diamond ring. I'm sitting here going, anybody want to stick a juicy fruit? I got food poisoning while I was down there. I went to a fast food restaurant. I don't want to say the name, but it sounds like Lindy's. Never had food poisoning before. Don't want to have it again. Ate a sandwich at about 8 o'clock at night. Woke up at 11. Spin art. And it wasn't pretty. Next thing I knew was the morning I was in the hospital with one IV in each hand. And the doctor is yelling at me, what's your name, baby? What's your name? Look up. Tell me your name, sweetheart. What's your name? We need you to speak, darling. What's your name? I think I must be flatlining here, you know? I thought they were about to go, clear! I'm picturing William Shatner showing up with a film crew. It didn't happen. I said to him, Rosie O'Donnell. He's like, I thought so. Can you sign this autograph for my wife? I didn't think it was the appropriate time to tell him the autograph rule. I then realized it was a pretty big deal to have a pseudo-celebrity at the Savannah Hospital. The nurses kept waking me up. Yeah, I know you. You that movie star girl? I guess that would be me, yes. Uh-huh, I seen you. You're the big old girl that hurt the man. Excuse me? You're the big old girl that hurt the man. No, that was Misery. I wasn't in that film. Perhaps you saw me in League of Their. Never seen it. How about Sleepless in? But when you took that hammer and you busted his ankles, you scared the shit out of me. Another nurse came in. Precious baby, you don't feel good to you, sweetheart. No, you don't, ain't you? Can you do mama a favor? Can you give me a little TT, baby? Any clue? Little TT? Urine sample. Who knew? Can I give you some TT? I don't have a clue. I decided I had to leave. I wasn't getting any sleep. I had to go to work the next day. The doctor comes in. You're not getting out of here, baby. You're sick. You understand me? You're sick. You got yourself some food poisoning. Want to see your chart? I'll show you your chart. See your tilts? You got very bad tilts. Basically, what it says right here, basically, is no movie tomorrow. No movie tomorrow. I started hearing banjo music. I told him I was going to leave myself. He's screaming, I'm washing my hands of you! I'm washing my hands of you! I'm washing my hands of you! So now I'm freaking out, right? I called Demi. I tell her I got to get out of here. So she and Melanie come to break me out of the hospital. At 3 in the morning. You know, they have to be quiet, which was easy for Demi. She's whispering, okay, Rosie, come on, we're going to get you out of here. It's going to get not so easy for Melanie. I can't believe you've got food fucking poisoning! I never wanted to be a comedian. I always wanted to be a rock star. My mom used to love watching the Elvis Presley movie of the week, like 4:30 movie. They'd have all Elvis week. And I used to watch it with my mother, and I loved him. And I remember being 7 years old, I'd go into the kitchen, I'd take my Welch's Greek jelly, and I smeared it in my head to try to get it to look like Elvis, and I was scared I'd be in trouble, and I walked in, and my mom looked at me, she goes, honey, you look just like Elvis. And I went, well, thank you. Well, thank you very much. And so began my love affair with Elvis Presley. I always wondered, how did he learn this lip thing? He's the first guy to think of this. How did he come up with this? Remember you learned in science in 8th grade, if your parents could do this, pretty good chance you could do this. I think Elvis Presley's mother could do this. He's in the backyard playing with his friends. She comes out in the bathroom. Hey, Elvis, come home for supper. The green beans are ready. I think she taught him how to sing. He's a little baby in his crib, 3 years old. She's like, hey, Elvis, tuck yourself in. Mama's going to sing you a little lullaby. The spider when the water spout. Down came the rain and water spider out. I'll give you some rain and dry up on the lake. Champion the spider when the spout again.